Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms, the Byzantine campaign. I'm excited. To start playing this this next set of updates out. It's the first set of updates after the start of the RP. It's that time of year again. Yes, indeedy. So, the panel members have been chosen. They have given their orders. The RP's been going for some time. It's quite active. It's the most active RP we have ever had in any of the Total War series. Lots of people got involved, and it's rather exciting. A lot of storylines going on. It is just absolutely great. It's definitely enhancing the campaign, in my opinion. Even though we haven't even played out any parts yet, that's how good it is. Anyway, enough about that. I will first of all highlight what my goals were. Now, I am the Emperor, of course. I am the mighty Stephanos, overseer of the Empire, and therefore the family's orders were supposed to be in line with my short-term goals. You see, I want the campaign to progress in a certain manner, and therefore I had to lay down some guidelines to my family to see what I need to do. Anyway, the guidelines that I gave were rather straightforward. It involved crushing down these rebels. A lot of people on the comments pages have been talking about these rebels roaming loose, and therefore Emperor Stephanos decided that they should be dispatched rather swiftly. He doesn't want rebels trampling through his lands unchecked. He doesn't want people fearing for their lives as they walk the streets. You know what I'm saying? The second goal is to get rid of the Turks. That includes their armies, that includes their agents. I want them gone. Any last sign of Turks needs to be eradicated pretty swiftly. The third thing is to bolster our eastern borders, because the Principality of Antioch is getting rather large, and if they decide to backstab us, we need to be prepared for that eventuality. And so therefore that is another goal which I have in mind. And I think the final one was to do with our infrastructure. More trade buildings where possible, and free upkeep units where possible. Let's cut the costs and increase our income without increasing tax. Because I am a chivalrous ruler, and therefore any tax rates can be set no higher than high. We don't want any more very high tax rates. People being robbed of their money by the empire, no more. It's going to be lower tax rates all round. So that is the general gist of what I laid down, and the family members have given their orders in line with that sort of policy. So, enough flim-flam and chit-chat. Let's press on with today's set of updates. Starting down where the Emperor is in Amorium. You see, he's in Amorium on the campaign map, but he's headed back to Constantinople in the RP, and therefore we should take him back to his capital city. But before doing so, there are some rebels here that need dispatching. And there is also an imam wandering around. Not happy indeed. Amorium can recruit free upkeep units ×3, and so we're going to do that with some spear militia, who are probably slightly better than Town Watch, 7 and 12. So we'll recruit 3 lots of spear militia and 1 assassin. Assassin to deal with this. I don't want him wandering around in my lands. So we wait for those. When the spear militia, we already have 1 spear militia, so we probably can get away with only recruiting 2. This army will go out, dispatch of these rebels, and then the Emperor will make his way merrily along through his lands back to his capital city. And of course we take the tax rate down to high as requested by himself, and that should do us. Not interested in a blacksmith or a ballista maker. So that is Amorium sorted. Moving swiftly on then to Vlasius up here. Vlasius has to make way for the Emperor's arrival. The Emperor will be arriving soon. Free upkeep units? Yes, ×6, but that's in good time. He is going to be heading down to Iconium to oversee the castle here on the eastern border. But before that, we need to recruit some troops. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to get my bearings here. We have Prosaunus of Lazika here in Sinope, recently captured Sinope, and his next plan is to capture Corum. Rebel settlement remaining unchecked, We don't want any Turkish dogs or any of the Antiochans capturing it before we do, so we need to get a shufti on. So in order to assist, we're going to recruit, under the Emperor's orders, a small fleet in Heraclea and some troops in Constantinople. 3 times archers and 3 times Byzantine infantry. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and it'll have to be archer militia. 1, 2, 3, and they will come across. Although technically speaking, we don't have to do that because we already have 3 archer militias in the garrison itself, so we can take those, cut the recruitment time down a little bit. So yeah, 3 Byzantine infantry will be shipped across on the boats to Sinope, and they will assist in bolstering this army to capture Corum in the long run. And he also wants to recruit a priest, which he can't construct yet because he doesn't have the requisite buildings, so they are building in due course. And the tax rate is currently set to low for the public order type situation. Nicaea is run by Panagiotis Meleses, who wants 2 Byzantine infantry and 4 town militia to deal with these rebels. So we shall recruit 2 of them and 2 more Byzantine infantry from up here. Lovely stuff. The tax rates in this are to be put down to normal. The people of here will be happy. And then we will be building the town guard. We will be building the paved roads. And of course we will upgrade the mining network. So all in all, we are boosting income here, and we are boosting population growth under the watchful eye of one Mr. Panagiotis Melesis. That's lovely. Okay. So down here in Palais Castron we have Commanus. Tax rate is taken down to high, although the Emperor has enforced this. He is waiting for some troops. These troops will be dispatched from Smyrna, and then with those troops he will take down the rebels here and here. So Smyrna will recruit the following: 6 times Byzantine spears. That's rather a lot. And 3 times Trebizond archers. Although I might just plonk them out, because we already have one there, and take some variety with them as well, just for some horse support. So that'll do for now. It might as well go the whole hog, eh? We're getting 6 turns out of it, 3 turns out of it, sorry. So them troops will be recruiting here, waiting, and then they will merge with Mr. Commanus of Plagina, and they shall take down these rebels that are plaguing our lands. Lovely. Admiral Hulk here is to die.
Closing to engage, my lord. Our fleet is victorious.
Where did he go? Which way did he go?
Plotting course now.
Show yourself, you
Full
scoundrel!
sails.
The Principality of Antioch like us because we're attacking the Turks as well. That's good. The more they like us, the less likely they are to backstab us, so we shall keep on their good terms. Right, down here in Alania. No, in Italia. Mavros requests to convert this place into a large town. You see, it is far back from the borders, and therefore having it as a castle is rather a moot point. So let's get it converted to a town, and let's get some trade pumping out of this place. It's news to me, music to my ears. And Theodorus Comnenus, where are you? I don't know. I'm losing track of everything here. We'll take the tax rate down here. Emperor requesting tax rate in Constantinople to be reduced to high. The building work is happening. Laodicea is governorless, so we take the tax rate down to high in line with the Emperor's policies. Nicaea is a normal tax rate. We have focused on that one already. Dorylaeum, there we go. Theodorus. He's requesting a town hall. A market, then a church, then an inn. The tax rate is normal, and is looking to dispatch of the rebels up here, but that is in Nicaea's land, so you don't have to do that for now. So we will focus instead on moving the elite troops out and replacing them with the free upkeep to bolster the effectiveness of our economy. Lovely. Amorium is the Emperor's domain, and we are recruiting. That's fine. Atalia is being converted as we speak into a town. Heraclea is no governor, high tax rate, and it's already upgrading its stone wall. Alania, recently conquered, retrain the troops. Low tax rate, very good. Iconium, repair the castle's damage, retrain the troops that we can, and keep the tax rate normal because it's a castle. Sinope, there we go. We can't recruit what you need to recruit just yet. The building work is happening already. That is fine. And you are soon to receive your army. Trebizond. Just finishing off a blacksmith, and then we shall recruit or build the citadel. Indeed, the citadel to increase the defensiveness of this place. And he wants to recruit the following. 3 Varieditates. We've got 6,000, we can spare it. 2 Trebizond archers. And 3 Byzantine spears. And a priest. He's a holy man, you know. Can't have you'd have a priest here. Heraclea, no governor here, but it's fine. But we should be focusing on the free upkeep here as well. So 3 units of free upkeep, which means 3 units of these guys, and then we can dispatch expensive troops somewhere else. We can either disband them or move them to the front lines, whichever we choose to do. Abydos. Let's have a look here. Free upkeep, that's lovely. You can have one more if you wish. Why not, eh? If it's free, then might as well take your chances. High tax rate, that's good, and it's already building. Abydos is fine, that's lovely. Smyrna. Build that, and we're already recruiting for the rebel situation. Paleocastron, no building work requested, which is rather shameful because there is things that could be built, and we could use our money quite to build those things, but hey ho. Whilst he's waiting for his troops, he did request to also build some watchtowers. Now, looking on the campaign map, his land is actually fairly easily seen. It's well covered, shall we say, apart from maybe the southern border here. So we'll put a sort of a watchtower down here, see if that does anything.
Establishing a tireless watch here, Lord.
We don't need one up there, we don't need one up there. The area that does need more watchtowers is here. As you can see, a lot of greyed out area down here in the land of Smyrna. So a watchtower probably on the northern borders, about here to start with.
Establishing a tireless watch here, Lord.
And then probably along the southern edge, somewhere down here. But we'll go back inside for now. We've been out for long enough in the sun. Thank you very much. So that is pretty much that. Now we're moving on over here to Ankara, finally. Alexius Comnenus, starving out Ankara he is. 8 turns until surrender. That's a long time, but we're going to starve them out, force them out of their little hidey hole in the field of battle. If you bear with me, folks, we're going to maintain the siege. The spy is going to keep an eye on this captain here, make sure it doesn't stray too close. We're going to wait a couple of turns, and after a couple of turns, then Alexius will start to move his plan into action. And down here,
who has this?
Some training. Goodbye. Trade increase. That's better. Bit of training for our assassin here. Take down some easy captains to get his skill up. Then we can go after the slightly more lucrative targets. So all in all, I think for the first turn we are pretty much done. Things are starting to happen. It's just going to take a little bit of time. As we save the game and press on. Oh, look at that. The Turkish reinforcements are... Oh, Theodorus Comnenus, candidate for adoption. We'll take him. That's lovely. Another family member, which we'll address later on.